Hello everyone, I hope this finds you well and safe. Today I wanted to share with you my beginner version of grilled Moroccan chicken with the gravy. This is kind of like an all-time favorite for me and I will make it quick and simple. I got a chicken, I got a few, I would say stems and leaves of parsley, two big onions chopped. And for the spices I got half a lemon, half of pickled Moroccan lemon. We got a big spoon of a mixture between ginger and garlic, a little a pinch of saffron and saffron flavor. I got ginger, a teaspoon of turmeric, a little bit of chili flakes, and black pepper, around half teaspoon, plus 4 teaspoons of chopped parsley. So the first thing I would do, I would get a marinade ready. So for this recipe, I was a bit on a rush, so I kind of like let my chicken soak in the marinade for around 30 minutes, but I would prefer putting it there for like at least 2 hours. It gets like better. So I took my blender, I added the Moroccan pickled lemons plus half cup of water and the juice of half a lemon. If you don't have the pickled Moroccan lemon, you can change it with the juice of 2 lemons. I took my cube of turmeric flavored with saffron. You can discard that. Just use the saffron. Add all the spices, and this is gonna be my marinade. I will add, of course, the parsley. And once it's ready, we're gonna get our chicken. Try to make kind of like a small space between the chicken skin and the flesh, and just put the marinade inside. This gives it a very nice flavor, and also even though the inside of the chicken breast will stay white, it kind of like absorb all that flavor, especially the saffron gives it an amazing taste, and also the pickled lemons. It's amazing. So I will link below my homemade pickled Moroccan lemons, super easy to make as well, if anyone is interested. As I said, I try to stuff that space between the chicken skin and the flesh with that marinade as much as possible. I covered it and let it set for around 30 minutes and it was ready for me to cook. So for me, I decided to stuff it with chicken liver. So if you don't like foie gras or pate, don't try this at home. You won't like it. So for me, I'm a big fan of liver. So I just took my liver and boiled it, kind of like added it to the leftover of that marinade and filled the chicken with it. That was it. So this is the tricky part. If you want to kind of close your chicken without having to use the strings, this is a very nice trick to do. So you get that excess flesh, I would say, and simply make a hole the holes and try to stick the edges of the legs inside, popping them out. So my chicken here was around 1.75. It's free range chicken, and it was super easy to cook. It was very delicious. So that was it. I made it. It was a success. So this is how you close a chicken without having to use strings. But because I'm me, I would definitely use the strings to make sure it stays the way I put it in the pressure cooker. So just kind of like make small knots. First, it will go to the pressure cooker, and then we will bake it in the oven. chicken is ready. I will simply place it in the pressure cooker. I will cook it for around 25 minutes. So I will add the leftover of the chicken liver with that sauce or marinade. Add the small cup of water, around 3/4 of 3/4 of American cups, I would say, and simply add the onions and the parsley coriander stick. That's it. I will cover it, close it, and let it cook for 25 minutes. After that, we will place it on a tray and get our oven ready or hot for 200 degrees. We will kind of grill it, so only the upper part will be on. For my sauce or gravy, I simply removed all the small pieces of the liver because I don't want it to overcook. I placed it on the stove and made sure it doesn't have a lot of water anyway. I added around 1/4 cup of olive oil. You can use less, but I love olive oil. So I kind of like cooked it until almost all the water got evaporated. Took my handy blender and I mixed it. I simply crushed that onion to have more of a smooth gravy, and at this stage I just had a taste for the salt. If you noticed, I didn't put salt at all and I needed a little pinch of salt. I added it, mixed my gravy, and it was ready. That was it. That was my gravy ready. I will simply add back those small pieces of liver, and if you have some olives, you can definitely garnish with it. So after 15 minutes in the oven, this is how my chicken looked like. And I took my homemade harissa, added a small tablespoon of butter, and kind of like brushed it on the first side. This side is already grilled, so I will have to flip it over. This is the funny part. It's not fun, it's funny because it's hot and it's not quite easy to flip a hot chicken, but I managed to do it. We'll simply brush all that butter and harissa as well on that part, and put it back in the oven, grill it for a good 20 minutes, and that would be it for my chicken. As I said, it didn't take a long time to get to be ready. It was around 1.5 hours, and it was a Sunday, so I kind of like enjoyed it, and the result was very tasty, so I don't regret it at all. Make sure to remove all the strings before you put it on your plate, and I placed it on my plate. It was very delicious. Added my gravy with the leftover liver, and my dish was ready. At the end of it, I just garnished it with few olives that gave a very nice flavor as well to the dish, and my dish was ready. I hope you enjoy it and try it, and wishing you a very good holiday if you are still on holiday, and a very good day as well if you're watching.